Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Back to throw. McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
He's going to try and do this himself. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
319. 250.
On the run, it's Warren. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Warren. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. On play action, now Rodgers. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Well on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And inside give to Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. From the 35, here's the 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
McCarthy off the play fake. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex That's Highsmith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers. And he's got it.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Rodgers taking it in from a yard out.
And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
3rd and 8. Now McCarthy. He lets one go deep for Addison.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison.
67 yards.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Pretty move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
They will run for it with Gainwell.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On play action, McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Mason going to get it on first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 21-yard line.
Here's McCarthy.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Rodgers. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now Rodgers.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this one complete to Smith.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Rodgers again now. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
First down, Steelers.
A final shot before half for Rodgers.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete. Halftime here on Monday Night Primetime. It is off to Orlando we go. Here is Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thank you. The rain, if anything, maybe intensified while you were covering the halftime report. We'll see how these two coaching staffs want to approach this second half to come. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Rodgers now to throw.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what. but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Oh, he fakes the spike.
And that is going to wind up incomplete, so they tried to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Rodgers to throw once more. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Boswell for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
This one swung out here to Jones. Now he's free at the 35.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ready up! Here we go!
Now Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
To the air with McCarthy. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
Brings up third and goal.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field.
For the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
I'm certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing the second half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They start the drive here with Gainwell.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
They're quickly to Thielen here. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the false start will back them up 5.
False start. Offense.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still first down.
From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. To the right goes Mason.
And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down, here's Mason.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
In punt formation for the Vikings.
Oh, they're on it. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Fielded at the 20.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. On play action, Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And again, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Thielen.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
And this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury.
The Steelers send out their punter now. On presumably to punt. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Over the middle and complete to Addison.
It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And here's Ryan Wright now.
Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Steelers send out their punter now.
in punt formation, but as we've seen, and look at this, another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on 1st down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. And straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. They run behind center with Gainwell.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And in for the Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point now by Boswell. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 12. 2:18 on the clock. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
First throw now for the backup Wentz. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
There we go, Pac-Man.
To throw, it's Wentz. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
A loss of 8 yards. 3 and out.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Vikings 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. With the football going back to the Vikings offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now McCarthy.
And he's going to go down again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.